So what's up guys, it's here Bayanino or Quadigy, and welcome back to another video of Call of Duty Warzone 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2022. Yes people, in today's video, we have leaks and confirmation details of Call of Duty's future plans for the next 3 Call of Duties. And this includes Call of Duty 2022, which is confirmed to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Warzone 2, which is slated to release in 2023, and as well as Treyarch's next Call of Duty, which is going to be Call of Duty 2023. The confirmation details of these titles are in a new Bloomberg article, and Bloomberg got this info from 4 people who are knowledgeable about the deal between Microsoft, PlayStation, and Activision. So they had that insider information, and Bloomberg is pretty much known not to lie when it comes to most of their news articles. So this is very relevant information. So a lot of the information presented in this video will come from them, but I will also have my own thoughts as to what a Warzone 2 could bring and how it can make Warzone a lot better. So if you guys are excited to hear this exclusive information, if you guys are excited to hear about Call of Duty Warzone 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and Call of Duty 2023, here for the next 3 years of Call of Duty, if you guys are excited to hear for all that, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. We're less than 200 subscribers away from that ultimate goal of 100k. So if you want to take the quick time to subscribe for this exclusive information, so if you want to stay up to date on everything Call of Duty Warzone related, Call of Duty Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2 related, make sure you do subscribe. I upload entertaining Warzone videos for the moment, and hopefully you vibe with the energy and the passion. I do try my best to do everything that I can to make your guys' time on my channel worth it. I just want to say thank you for being here on my channel. You are truly appreciated. If you have the spare time, follow me on my social medias, follow me on my Facebook channel known as KRNG, and subscribe to me on my other YouTube channel known as More KRNG. On those channels, I actually upload Call of Duty Vanguard multiplayer content. If you want to see something a little bit different, go to that channel. But here on the main channel, we talk about mostly Warzone and sometimes Call of Duty news like this, which is super major. So yeah, I appreciate you just for taking your time to be on this video. Without further ado, let's talk about Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and Call of Duty 2023. And potentially Xbox exclusivity. So let's start off by reading the Bloomberg article. And so it reads, before news of the $69 billion acquisition that broke last week, Activision had already committed to make the next few Call of Duties available on Sony's console, according to 4 people with knowledge of the deal, speaking anonymously because they were not authorized to speak to the press. So thanks to them. So we know Call of Duty is still going to be on PlayStation for these next few Call of Duties, which they're going to list here very quickly. But after that, it's kind of questionable if they're going to be on Xbox or PC exclusively and not on PlayStation, which would be pretty crazy. So for the next paragraph, they actually read out the Call of Duties that are coming in the coming years. That includes this year's Call of Duty expected to be a new entry in the popular Modern Warfare sub-series, being developed by Infinity Ward, and the following game, which is in development at Treyarch, both Activision-owned studios. The deal also includes a planned new iteration of Call of Duty Warzone, the lucrative free-to-play game that was released in 2020. So the fact that they say Modern Warfare sub-series, Modern Warfare 2. Treyarch, it's going to be the next game for 2023. And then this deal also includes a planned iteration of Call of Duty Warzone. So the way they say planned new iteration means that it won't be just a simple like a new map or whatever. It sounds like it's going to be a sequel to Warzone. So that's why we term it as Warzone 2. So there we have confirmation of the next Call of Duty games, which is actually pretty crazy. We'll probably have official confirmation from Call of Duty directly, hopefully in these next couple of months. But for now, at least we know it's a Modern Warfare game. Now, the rest of the article doesn't really expand on Modern Warfare 2 or the next Treyarch game or Warzone 2. I'll talk about that after this next little part that they talk about here in the article. But for the rest of the article, they kind of question the Microsoft deal that kind of happened with Activision. And based on previous experiences that Microsoft has had with partnerships, this could be kind of questionable. So let's read what they have to say. Within this paragraph, they say that Phil Spencer basically confirms that he confirms his intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. He said on Twitter, "Sony is an important part of our industry and we value our relationship." And basically said existing agreements. And then later on in the article, it questions what those existing agreements were. Obviously, Call of Duty games have always been released on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, where they get a lot of sales. Call of Duty games get a bunch of promotion on the PlayStation Store and have been tied to massive marketing deals in recent years. Call of Duty is always number one as the most selling game on PS4 and PS5. And Call of Duty games in general have the best selling titles in the US of the last 3 years. And basically it looks like, at least according to the statement by Phil Spencer, that Microsoft is committed to releasing Call of Duty on PlayStation for the next 2 years. And then here's where things start to get a little bleak. Plans are hazier for Call of Duty games further out, said the people familiar with the matter. Microsoft said it expects the acquisition to close sometimes in the next 6 to 18 months, after which it will be able to decide whether to continue releasing Call of Duty games on PlayStation. Top employees at Activision have also discussed spacing out Call of Duty releases rather than putting them out every year, Bloomberg has reported. Eventually, Microsoft could deprive its biggest gaming rival of an integral franchise. With some previous acquisitions, Microsoft has honored existing contracts, then pivoted. So basically what they just said in those last 2 paragraphs is that after the deal is kind of done, Microsoft can then decide if they want to keep putting out Call of Duty games on PlayStation. They can decide if they want to. I think it would be absolutely dumb if Microsoft did not include Call of Duty games on PlayStation, because PlayStation has a super massive market and everybody has PS5s and PS4s, you know. I don't think everybody should be forced to buy an Xbox Series X unless they want some of the exclusivity items that come with these deals every year, not just to play the game itself. And then the fact that Activision is kind of been thinking about releasing Call of Duty game every 2 years means that an Infinity Ward game could be a 2-year game, a Treyarch game could be a 2-year game, Sledgehammer could be a 2-year game, which could make the games better. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on a potential longer life cycle of a Call of Duty game. And then the very ending statement where it says, with some previous acquisitions, Microsoft has honored existing contracts and pivoted. This basically means that once Microsoft was done with an existing contract keeping a game on a certain platform, eventually they just didn't put it on that platform because the deal was done, and then they pretty much choose to include examples here. In 2020, following its acquisition of the game publisher Bethesda Softworks, the tech titan said it would retain all existing contracts and release the previously announced Bethesda games Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo on PlayStation. But a few months later, when Microsoft unveiled new Bethesda games that weren't in development before, Starfield and Redfall, they were exclusive to the Xbox and Microsoft Windows PCs. New games from other studios Microsoft bought recently, such as Obsidian Entertainment, have also skipped the PlayStation. So for the next 2 years, we're for sure going to have Call of Duty on PlayStation. So this includes Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and whatever Treyarch's next game is. But after Treyarch's game, we're going to see what Microsoft does, because if they have done, that wrong to Bethesda, that's kind of messed up. Honestly, I can kind of see why they would do it with Bethesda, because I feel like most of the games on Bethesda aren't as huge as Call of Duty. When it comes to Call of Duty, I think it's just smarter to have Call of Duty, since it's the biggest franchise in the world, to keep it on PlayStation as well. Don't make it so exclusive to Xbox and PC. That's just my thoughts when it comes to this whole thoughtful article. I just think it's just way smarter to keep it on PlayStation. PlayStation might not get the extra classes or, an exclusive game mode that will be available on Xbox, but at least you'll have access to the game and you'll be able to play it on your PlayStation. I don't think anybody should be forced to buy an Xbox Series X or the Xbox Series S just to play Call of Duty. I feel like it should be accessible to anybody, and that would drive the most sales, in my opinion. They could just buy it on the game. I mean, we'll see what Microsoft thinks. Maybe they want Xbox to take over PlayStation for sure this year, or in a couple of years, I should say, and that would be pretty freaking crazy. Whew. Now that we've gone through that whirlwind of an article, let's discuss Warzone 2 and what I believe will be the general consensus when it comes to Warzone 2. Now, we know it releases in 2023, but I don't think it's going to release with Modern Warfare 2. I think it will release with COD 2023, or somewhere in between, kind of like how Warzone was released in between Modern Warfare and Cold War in March. So they could do it on the March anniversary, the 3-year anniversary, I think it would be at that point, which would be pretty crazy. But the only reason why I don't see Warzone 2 releasing on there is because this is most likely going to be optimized with the next-gen consoles in mind, or the current-gen consoles, however you want to call them. Because currently, Warzone is held back by the PS4 and the Xbox One. I'm sorry to say that, but you're definitely going to have to upgrade at some point if you want to see the full extent of Warzone 2. Now, I'm not a developer, but I'm going to guess that they just haven't been able to give consoles an FOV slider just because the current iteration of Warzone was based on previous gen consoles. Having everything connected to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC is just too much for the game to handle, I feel like. And so with Warzone 2 being in development and being optimized for PS5 and Xbox Series X in mind and PC, it's going to be running with the latest technology, which means that the game will overall be a lot more smoother. And obviously with Warzone 2, there's going to definitely be a new map. So I'm hoping that they learn from their mistakes with Caldera and Verdansk, and with 3 to 4 years of having a Battle Royale experience under their belt and all the bugs and all the problems that have occurred with these last couple of years, and hope they learn from, that they can make a banger freaking Warzone Battle Royale experience, and Call of Duty can be the best it's ever been. And also, since it is a Warzone 2, they could basically make this game its own application. Right now, another problem with Warzone is that it's tied to Modern Warfare. And with every update that Warzone gets, it kind of messes up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 even more, which is a huge problem for people that want to do that. So Warzone 2 is a chance to make it its own application. Don't tie it to Modern Warfare 2 or COD 2023, and just allow people to get onto the game, kind of similar to how you can get onto the game from Call of Duty Cold War right now and Call of Duty Vanguard. You know, there's just a little timer that pops up, and then you get sent to the other application. We can have it on its own application, which means it's going to be a lot more stable, won't break any of the Call of Duty multiplayer games. It's going to be built for next-gen technology, which means the experience should be overall a lot more smoother and more crisp, and consoles can get their coveted FOV slider. Now, when it comes to weaponry, since it is going to be an entirely new application, I don't think the Modern Warfare, the Cold War guns, the Vanguard guns, and potentially the Modern Warfare 2 guns will be able to carry over. I feel like it would just cause a lot of confusion between the first Warzone and the second Warzone having to be linked together in such a sense that it would just, you know, obviously bring Warzone 2 back. So there potentially could be a sort of weapons reset where the new iteration of weapons will overcome it, starting with either Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty 2023. Now, the reason why I want Call of Duty Warzone 2 to release with the Treyarch game is not because I would hate it to release with Modern Warfare 2. I would love for it to release with Modern Warfare 2. The only problem that I see is that I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is going to be the last Call of Duty that is going to have PS4 and Xbox One generation games tied alongside with it. It's going to be the third game in the series with PS4 and Xbox One in mind, and that means usually after 3 or 4 years, then they go full on current gen. It's going to be PS5 and Xbox Series X only for COD 2023. So if you still have PS4 and Xbox One connected to Modern Warfare 2 as the multiplayer, that could potentially bring down the quality of Warzone 2. That's why personally I would love for Warzone 2's release date to be released alongside COD 2023, because then it'd be smoother that way. However, they could do something that Jay got suggested, where I kind of refuted him from, where Jay got suggested that they could just release it on the life cycle of Modern Warfare 2, but make it exclusive to PS5 and Xbox Series X owners and not PS4 and Xbox One. The only problem I see with that is that obviously not everybody's going to be able to jump ship to the new Warzone game, you know, to going from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2. So I think that would cause just too much distress. That's why I think a more unified, you know, jumping of the ship would be better with COD 2023, because at that point, everybody that plays Call of Duty, at least on next gen, will be on next gen. So I don't know, this is just a lot to think about when it comes to it. Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. When it comes to Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, I think I'll talk about that on my other channel. I want to make like a really deep dive on what I think will make Modern Warfare 2 2022 multiplayer great, because I have a lot of thoughts thinking about it right now. But right now, you know, this video has gone long enough. I think I've discussed enough, and I want to keep this to mostly Warzone. So if you want to hear my Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer thoughts and what I think will make Modern Warfare 2 even better than Modern Warfare 2019, make sure you guys check out my other channel. I'll have a video on that topic probably in the next week or so, maybe in the next coming days. But yeah, that's all I really had to say about today's video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Hopefully it wasn't boring. Hopefully it was filled with a lot of insight and creative thoughts. And I would like to hear your guys' feedback on this whole sort of revelation of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and Warzone 2. And even COD 2023, what do you want to see from Treyarch, you know? What do you guys want to see from these games? What do you guys think Warzone 2 should have? Should it be tied to an application like Warzone 1? Or do you want it to be its own application and everything that I said? So yeah, hopefully I made a lot of sense. Like I said, we're less than 200 subscribers away from that 100K, so if you enjoy the commentary, definitely do subscribe for more entertaining videos in the future, and just thank you for being a beautiful audience. You guys have changed my life, literally, every single day. And I just want to say I'm forever thankful for you all. Thank you for making this far into the video. Keep being big ballers, and I'll see you guys with a Warzone video either later tonight or tomorrow. Keep being amazing. Bye, guys. I love you all.